Before we dive into the top 10, let's do a quick recap of the top 100.
Number 10.
From 1961, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover out of 8 total appearances for Wilt Chamberlain. Wilt Chamberlain was a Hall of Famer, 13-time All-Star, 4-time MVP. He won 7 scoring titles, 11 rebound titles, 1 assist title in 1967-68 with 8.6 per game, 2-time NBA champion, comes in at number 6 on ESPN's all-time greatest list. Wilt averaged 50 points and 25 rebounds per game in 1961-62, scored 100 points in a game, and no other player has ever averaged 30 points and 20 rebounds in a season. He did that 7 times, and he actually averaged that for his entire 14-year career. This issue has been graded 14 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.4.
Number 9.
From 1979, this is the 3rd cover overall, but the first pro cover for Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is a 5-time NBA champ, a 3-time MVP, and he's largely considered to be the greatest point guard of all time. Magic appeared on a total of 29 Sports Illustrated covers. This issue has been graded 18 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.8.
Number 8.
From 1975, it's the one and only Sports Illustrated cover appearance for soccer legend Pelé. Pelé won 3 FIFA World Cups, the only player to do so. He's the all-time leading scorer for Brazil with 77 goals in 92 games. He scored 1,279 total goals in 1,363 games. He was named the Athlete of the Century in 1999 by the International Olympic Committee, and he was also named the greatest soccer player of all time by FIFA. After 19 seasons with his club team Santos, he played with the New York Cosmos in the North American Soccer League for the 1975 season. This cover depicts that U.S. debut. He played 3 seasons with the New York Cosmos, leading them to 2 Soccer Bowl championships until retiring at the age of 37. This issue has been graded 9 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.
Number 7.
This is the sole Sports Illustrated cover appearance for hero Roberto Clemente from 1967. Roberto Clemente is a Hall of Famer, MVP, 13-year All-Star, 12-time Gold Glove winner. He won 4 batting titles, 2 World Series championships, and he was named the World Series MVP in 1971. Clemente finished his career with exactly 3,000 total hits. On December 31st, 1972, he tragically died in a plane crash at the age of 38 while en route to deliver aid to earthquake victims in Nicaragua. Because he died at a young age and had such a stellar career, the Hall of Fame actually changed the rules of eligibility for Clemente. As an alternative to a player having to be retired for 5 years before eligibility, a player who's been deceased for at least 6 months is eligible for entry. The Roberto Clemente Award is also given each year to the player who best exemplifies the game of baseball, sportsmanship, community involvement, and the individual's contribution to his team. This issue has been graded 13 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.0.
Number 6.
From 1977, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover appearance for Larry Bird out of 21 total covers. Larry Bird is a Hall of Famer, 12-time All-Star, 3-time MVP, 3-time NBA champ, 2-time Finals MVP, and he comes in at number 7 on ESPN's all-time greatest list. This cover was from the NCAA College Basketball Preview in 1977, in which Indiana State came in ranked at number 17. This cover was heading into Bird's 2nd season with Indiana State after averaging 33 points and 13 rebounds in his first. In his total 3 years at Indiana State, he led the Sycamores to an 81-13 record and eventually would finish as the NCAA runner-up in 1979 behind Magic Johnson and the Michigan State Spartans. This issue has been graded 41 times in Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.
Number 5.
The Great Gretzky. From 1981, this is the first Sports Illustrated cover for Wayne Gretzky out of 15 total appearances. Gretzky is a Hall of Famer, 15-time All-Star, 9-time MVP, 10-time scoring champ, 4-time champion. He's the all-time leader in both goals and assists. He is largely considered to be the greatest of all time in the sport of hockey. This issue has been graded 86 times as a Newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.8.
Number 4.
From 1984, A Star is Born. This is the first pro cover in his Chicago Bulls uniform for Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan appeared on a record 50 total Sports Illustrated covers. He's already appeared multiple times on this countdown, and his accomplishments have been well shared. This issue has been graded 77 times as a Newsstand, and there are currently 3 9.8s. As of today, this issue holds the record for the highest overall sale of a Sports Illustrated magazine, with the CGC 9.8 copy selling for $126,000 in 2023.
Number 3.
From 1963, it is the greatest boxer of all time, one of the greatest athletes of all time, Cassius Clay, eventually known as Muhammad Ali. This is his first Sports Illustrated cover out of 38 total appearances, which is second all time behind only Michael Jordan. Ali was named in 1999 by Sports Illustrated as the Sportsman of the Century. This cover took place the year before Muhammad Ali knocked out Sonny Liston to first become the heavyweight champion of the world in 1964. This issue has been graded 30 times in newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.
Number 2.
From 1983, this is the very first Sports Illustrated cover from Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan again appeared on 50 total Sports Illustrated covers. Michael Jordan was supposed to have been on his first Sports Illustrated cover in 1981, as North Carolina was picked the preseason #1 team and was featured on the cover of SI. However, Coach Dean Smith had a rule that freshmen were not allowed to talk to the media before they played their first collegiate game. Therefore, the cover shot was taken with Coach Dean Smith, including 4 of North Carolina's 5 projected starters, with Michael Jordan missing out on the cover. He would go on later that season to knock down the game-winning jump shot in the 1982 National Championship game to take down Georgetown, and this cover here was heading into his junior year, his final season played at North Carolina. This issue has been graded 118 times in newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.
Number 1.
And the #1 most collectible Sports Illustrated cover of all time is Mickey Mantle's first cover appearance from 1956. He appeared on 17 total covers. Mickey Mantle is a Hall of Famer, 3-time MVP, 7-time World Series champion. He won a Triple Crown, finished his career with 536 home runs. He won a Gold Glove. He was a 16-year All-Star, and he comes in at number 7 on ESPN's all-time greatest list. Though he's considered to be a top 10 greatest player of all time, his legend in the hobby of collectibles has exceeded even his game. This cover has 2 variations, with one being called the centerfold variant. Many copies of this issue were distributed back in 1956, missing some of the centerfold pages from 37 through 40. Sports Illustrated would later send some revised copies, including the centerfold pages. Therefore, when looking up this issue, you'll find 2 different variations, one with the centerfold and one without. This issue has been graded 60 times in newsstand, and the current leader is a 9.6.